A whole year ago, my bedroom underwent a huge overhaul, and I put it on YouTube for fun, just because the editing of the videos were really fun to work on. And now, there are new plans. A whole year later, I'm about to transform my room again. It also gets pretty dusty, so I like going back through and making sure I can wipe it all off and freshen things up a bit. But this year's version of the task is bigger than I thought it would be. My room is a mess, and throughout the year it's always collecting random garbage, and unstored things just start laying around. My displays get boring after a while and need an upgrade. I run out of space for new things. There are still some things that remind me of my less desirable past, and I just need to fix things up a bit. One of the reasons I'm really making this video is just to kind of document the change that I make to my space. I'm proud of it whenever I get it to be likable, and I also like doing some fun video edits, so this is another chance to do that. Perhaps this video will also even inspire others to take care of their space and clean things up every once in a while. Anyway, since I haven't been terribly on top of documenting every little thing I do during this project, I might as well walk you through what I did to clean up my space. I feel like the most important thing to do first when cleaning up your space is throwing stuff away that you don't need anymore. I made a pile for things to throw away, things to keep, things to put away, and things to take downstairs or store in another room. If you're having trouble throwing stuff away, my advice would be to look at it the Marie Kondo way. Marie Kondo is a professional organizer who helps people with home improvement at a professional level. Her philosophy on giving or throwing things away is the idea that you can more easily let go of things that no longer give you joy. I'm not that bad of a hoarder, like I can throw away a receipt sometimes, but I know there are people with real problems out there, and I think knowing how to handle it before it becomes a life-threatening issue is a very good thing to know. After clearing stuff off that no longer needed to be where it previously was, I worked to improve some of my displays. I take everything off of their place and make sure all of the dust is cleaned off, because according to my grandma, sleeping with excessive dust is bad for your health or something. I love my grandma, so I make sure to do what she says and clean out the dust that plagues my room and suffocates my Legos. Although for my Legos, I gotta do more extensive work that I don't really care to do right now. Maybe someday soon I'll go through and clean them up individually. After the dust is cleaned up, I just rearrange my displays and take a chance to freshen things up. Sometimes certain items will just go right back to where they belong, but I'll at least pose things differently to make it a little more interesting. This time I actually stored away a few things and retired some Lego sets I had displayed, meaning I just dismantled them or put them away. these things have been on my wall forever. It is time to take these down, and well, these will be back up. I'll just have to move them. But this thing, I made this in 2018, and these as well, and they're unpainted, and I don't know, they don't look good on the wall, so it's finally time. It's finally time to move them. Alright, time for the bookshelf. This is gonna be a tricky one because I'm just gonna take out this section, and it's gonna be moved right over there. It's time to kill BB-8. This is what you get for being part of the sequels. Alright, I moved the shelf, or well, we've moved the shelf, and I rearranged my stuff. I've decommissioned my Lego BB-8. Everything's just kind of sit back, and maybe I kind of want to clear this off more. This is my stack of sketchbooks, my collection of sketchbooks. I had this empty box for baby wipes. I just used it for spare parts or something. So maybe we'll find a different place for those sometime. It looks kind of cool next to my desk. Hello everyone, it's MT from the future, here to say that at this point in the video is when I took a big break from working on my room to focus on other things. But I did go back to keep working, and since I organized my desk, my dresser, my bookshelf, moved my bookshelf, I was ready to take on my closet. So I emptied the whole thing, and in that mess, I found a lot of great old stuff to look through. Alright, this is an incredible find. This is what I received when I moved away from my first hometown of Bay Village. And everyone from my middle school, well, not everyone, but at least maybe like people from one of my classes all signed this huge red piece of paper to say goodbye to me and wish me luck with my new endeavors. And it's just so funny seeing all of these names I don't recognize, but yet so heartwarming. I do recognize this guy right here. I did know him. He was a friend of mine. And I like this, Alberto. You know, I thought back then not many people knew me that well, but I don't know. Oh, I know that name. I remember Josh. I played on the Wii with him a lot. A lot of Minecraft faces. There's another one there. And another creeper. Oh my gosh. I assume all these Minecraft faces are from people who I played Minecraft Pocket Edition with during lunch, because we would hop on servers that were on the same network. So this is cool. I'm definitely going to keep this around forever. The more I'm looking at this, the more names I recognize. Like this guy. He was one of my best friends back then. I'll miss you and hope you have good luck at your new home, your friend. And of course the creeper. We definitely played. We played a lot of Minecraft together. Remember this Evan as well? Ah, Max. Heck yeah. Okay. Yeah, there was a group of 3 that I was friends with back in that middle school. And those are the ones. Jake, Evan, where was it? And Max. I had a lot of friends back then. I really hope they're doing well wherever they are. I think the best thing about clearing out an old space is just the reconnection to my past. Even when I find things that maybe remind me of a not so great era in my life, it's always contradicted by the many things that are nostalgic and all these little items and papers and like this cringy Undertale art I made. And this Ultimate Spider-Man comic, but I received this in a hospital because I was suffering from my tonsillitis. I don't know how I had this thing as a kid. Look at this art. Someone skipped life drawing class. Seriously, this art proves why Lintel is a satire.
Am I based on anything in particular?
Just some internet videos from those fun sites marked with X's.
That's why I look this way.
And in the end, I put stuff away, clean stuff up a bit, take things into storage, rework my organizing and system, and boom, I now have a clean closet. I also found something from relatively recently that is pretty cool. Okay, this is a crazy find. I forgot that my grandpa gave me these model railroading magazines. And they're from the 70s. I found one from the 80s. This one is dated December 1973. This magazine is exactly as old as my dad, down to the month. Now that the closet was organized along with everything else, there was one big thing that I feel like I really needed to do. Marie Kondo said that the space in which we live should be for the person we are now, not for the person we were in the past. I totally feel like I've changed and grown a lot as a person over the years. And oddly enough, a lot of that change and growth can be seen through my OCs themselves. I think there was an overdue change needed to be done to my MTverse wall, so I made the changes that I felt were appropriate. I'm in love with how it looks now. It fits my new vision for the MTverse. It is peak MT Creations renaissance, and I want this to show what legacy I want the MTverse to carry. I know that's deep, but that's how I feel. Even with all these already big changes happening to my room, I felt like something else was missing. Something I've wanted to do to my room or space for a very long time, and that was to light things up a little. So I got these cool LEDs for my room, and it looks pretty nice. I need 2 more for these shelves, but I have one slight problem. And that is that these lights are out here and these are out there. So I'm gonna design a little thing to cover those lights creatively. And cover those lights I sure did, while also still adding extra LEDs to those bookshelves. I have no idea why, but I just thought of doing something kind of fun, urban looking. So I made these lamppost-esque covers. And then this little city. It all turned out very well, and I'm very proud of it. I love how the whole setup looks, and it brightens up my room on a level that I think it's been missing for a very long time. At least for my personal tastes. The first year I was together with my girlfriend, for her birthday, I gave her this poster, and I never framed it until now. And she's at home right now, and she comes in a few days, so I'm going to surprise her with this up on the wall as a Christmas gift. This is the only wall that I have free, so we're just gonna remove these empties. I'll probably put them somewhere else later, and we'll put this up with some of these. So let's do it. Here we are. The UHF poster is up, and it looks amazing. I'm sure Rosella will be pleasantly surprised. It is now February 2nd, 2026. Rosella loved this poster, by the way. But I'm ready to finally wrap up this video because it took me so long to complete that my entire room is all dusty and ready for a cleaning yet again. So I'm gonna save that for a different video later down the line when I do some spring cleaning. This video was fun to make, and it was fun to just kind of change things up and kind of make it a better space for me and for my girlfriend who moved in. She's got her art up on the wall from when she did art ed. My room has evolved so much. It got new Legos, new displays, new stuff, a lot of things going on. The lights still work and they're great, although I gotta fix that little thingy. I have this to put up somewhere now. I still have a bunch of posters that I gotta hang up. Still a lot to do, still a lot to clean again, but at least my closet is still pretty good, pretty clean. My efforts on this were not in vain. I know it looks messy again, but it's all totally fine. Like, these are just pillows. Like, everything got cleared out. It's not the mess it used to be. I also got this plant to take care of. It's pretty cool. It's pretty big. I forgot the name that we gave him, but it is getting large, and it might be too big for that little pot. So I'm gonna wrap things up here. Finally, after so long, I'll do a video on my spring cleaning for those who are interested. Maybe I'll put more of these home life style videos on the second channel. For those who are interested in that kind of thing, things will get more interesting. I mean, I gotta do more cleaning. I'm gonna decommission some of my Lego sets. I'm gonna be moving out of this house soon. So, all very interesting stuff to document. So if you like this video, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.